Okay, what's good, guys? What's good, guys? If you are able to hear me, let me know in the chat. Good evening, all of you guys. Evening, good to see you guys. Just let me know if you guys are able to hear me. If you're able to see me as well, just say hello. All right, good to see you guys. Hello, hello. So this is the first time we actually use this new software. Actually, it's not new software, but this first time I use this software to actually do this live trade. So you can see all this. Hello, hello, good to see all of you guys. Yes, can hear me? Fantastic. Good to see all of you guys. Have you guys had your dinner yet? Let me know in the chat. You guys had your dinner. No sound. Okay, just checking. The rest of you guys can hear, or is it no sound? Okay, got sound. Yes. Okay, yes. Got sound, right? Okay, great. Okay. Some of you haven't had your dinner yet. If you haven't had your dinner, okay. Good news is I also haven't had dinner. So we are going to try to do this quick, all right, so that we can go and have our dinners later as well. Okay. So usually I don't really do I would say I don't really do that. I don't really do live trades as often as I used to. Right, reason being because sometimes it actually takes a lot of time, right, to sit and wait for the setup to happen. All right, so I just give you guys a disclaimer first. Okay, if got setup today, then we enter. Okay, if got no good setup or I don't feel that it's safe to enter, then at least you guys get to learn something, see some of my perspective on how I look at the charts. Is that fair, guys? Okay, if got no good setup, I don't want to force an entry just because you guys are here. Is it fair, guys? Is it okay? Is it fair? Let me know in the chat, guys. Okay. Hey guys, let me know in the chat. Fasting together. Don't okay. Want to eat? Okay, fair. Okay, great, great, great. Okay. So if you guys are ready, okay, just type in R in the chat, R for ready, and then we will actually get started. Let me drink some water first. If you guys are ready, just type in R in the chat, R for ready, then we get started. I'm going to drink some water. Okay, we're going to start off with doing some analysis first, okay, because a lot of people, what they do is that when they first get onto the charts, they straight away want to enter, buy or sell, okay, so we don't want to do that, all right. We want to actually go and analyze the charts first. So I'm going to go and do some market analysis so you guys can also see, right, how I also look at the charts. Okay, but before we hop on the charts, okay, just quick question: how many of you guys here are watching from? Where are you watching this from? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys watching this from? I don't know, from StreamYard. Are you watching this from YouTube, from Facebook? Where are you guys watching this from? Where are you guys watching this from? I'm just curious to know. And also, which country are you from? Are you watching this from? Are you from, I don't know, Singapore, Malaysia? Let me know. Pyongyang. Wow. I don't think, Gary, you are from Pyongyang. StreamYard. Okay, some of you from StreamYard, some of you from a lot of you guys from SG. Okay, very good. Okay, some of you from Malaysia. Bishan. Okay, Bishan, SG. Okay, great. Some of you from Singapore. Okay, a lot of you guys from Singapore. Okay, so good. I'm going to actually share my screen right now. So, okay, if you have a look at the charts right now, okay, so to make things simple, I'm just going to remove all the drawings. Let's look at it from a fresh perspective, okay? So today, let's have a look at gold. All right, you can see that this is the monthly chart. Okay, gold has been rising, okay, tremendously since, I would say, January of this year, right? Actually, even from before, okay, so from last year even, right, it has been flying, okay, since March 2024, okay. So let's have a look at weekly. So if you see, last week there was actually a pullback. All right, there was actually 2 weeks that was bearish, but this week seems to be going up. Okay, now on the daily, okay, you can see that we have actually reached the daily resistance. So you can see that I consider this as a resistance, right? So we've reached the daily resistance. Okay, currently market seems to be pulling back a little bit. Okay, but let me know, guys, what do you guys think? Do you think that market is going up, bullish, or do you think market is going down, going back down? Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you guys think? Oh, we got from some people from Hong Kong, some people from Holland. Oh, Ryan is from Holland. All right. Up. A lot of you guys say up. Okay, great. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. Okay, so you can see that gold rejected this this was this morning, right? It rejected exactly at the daily resistance. Okay, and now, okay, what happened is that there's actually a support right here. Okay, so question is that what's happening? Is it going to be respecting this 4-hour support? Okay, or is it going to be going down? All right, so if it respect means it's going up. Okay, if it doesn't, then it will actually go down. So you can see that this morning there was a what do you call that? There was a spike up, and then after that it went back down. Now it's kind of going up again. All right, so let's have a look. Now, question: why did it actually go down over here? Okay, so every time you look at the charts, okay, every time that um that something happens right in the market, right, whether the candlestick go up or down, you always ask yourself like, why is it going up? Why is it going down? Okay, why did it go down at this area? All right, if you see at H4, you don't really see anything. There's no roadblocks anywhere, right? So what you want to do, okay, you can just mark it first, okay, but you can actually go down to a lower time frame. So for example, this is H4, right? You can go down to 1 hour, for example. So you go and see, right, 1 hour, okay, you will notice that there is actually a roadblock over here, right? This is H1. You can see that there is a resistance over here. So at that point in time, what happened was that gold respected this resistance, and then it actually made its way down. All right, so it went all the way down. Okay, but is there any chance to enter? Okay, so actually this morning or this afternoon, in fact, we actually did an entry. Okay, and the entry was over here. All right, we actually did a buy, okay, a quick buy. You can see that we actually entered a few rounds, in fact. Okay, this was actually in my Telegram group. Just checking how many of you guys are from my Telegram group. Anyone of you guys in the Telegram? Okay, let me know in the chat. Okay, so let me just show you guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically we actually have a Telegram group that, let me just share with you guys. Okay, so I have a few Telegram groups. Okay, so this one is the premium group. So I actually share this in the premium. Let me see. Okay. I hope you guys can see. Okay, so over here we had 50 pips entry. Okay, and then at the bottom here there was actually another 30 pips running profit as well. All right, and then after that, round 3 actually 50 pips from the bottom, and then I actually say that we're going to set break even, right, to keep the profit safe. And I say that I'm holding one layer of break even. So you can see right here that we actually share, the trades that we actually take, or actually I share the trades that I take. And also, besides that, I also give the like explanation, okay, of why that trade happened and stuff like that. So you can see right here, we actually took the trade because this was a SRR. So for those of you who are new to how I trade, right, I usually trade, you see that I trade without any indicators, right, but I use very simple support and resistance. So basically what we're looking for is we're looking for a support that breaks through to resistance, form a new resistance. So when price comes back down, okay, to the support, we are going to buy at that area. So what happened was that we managed to get a short buys, okay, but however, the sellers were stronger. So that's why, right, prices was pushing down. Okay, so you can see I actually mentioned here. See, you look at candlesticks, even at M1, you can see that it's struggling to go up. Right, for every 5 to 10 green candles, it took one red candle to wipe off the gains. So you can see right here, right, this was again earlier this afternoon, right? It was prices was trying to go up, but then it just took maybe a couple red candles, right, push the price back down. Okay, try to go up again, one candle, boom, went back down. Right, so we know that, okay, the sellers are still there, the sellers are still strong, so we don't want to force, right, the entry. So best case scenario, you set a break even, right, to protect your profits in case if price goes against you, right, you still end up in profit as well, right? So I give some what do you call that, give some explanation there as well, and then here we were talking about M30 RSS as well. So you can see that, okay, this one actually went down about 50 pips already. So this one actually I can show you guys in the charts actually. Let me just quickly show you guys in the chart. Let me show you guys on the chart now. Give me a second. So I show you guys what I was talking about. This one here was a M30 RSS. So basically, this was the resistance. What we are looking for is we are looking for resistance R that breaks through, 2 supports, 1 support, okay, and then 2 support, okay, 2 support, form a new support. NS. Okay, so you can see resistance, breakout, breakthrough to support 1, 2, form a new support at the bottom here. So what I can do is that when price reach the resistance, we can actually sell. So this one went down about 60 pips, right? 50, 60 pips, okay, which is pretty good already, right? Pretty good. So now, what we are doing is that we are waiting and see what's happening, okay? So if you actually have a look currently, if you look at H1, okay, you can see that there is still a resistance here, okay, that is still being respected. Currently, price has not broken above this resistance yet. So if it hasn't broken above the resistance, how do you know whether price will go up or not? We don't know, okay? If you try to buy, and then what happens if it suddenly rejects, right, and go back down? Like you can see what's happening now, right? What happens if you reject and suddenly go back down? So it's very dangerous, okay? Even at this support, this resistance on top here, okay, also very dangerous, right? Because we don't know what's happening, right? Since price has already rejected. So what we do, we be patient, we wait. Okay, no setup, don't have to force a setup one. Okay, don't need to force a setup. Okay, so best case scenario. Okay, so I'm sharing with you guys what I see, and then okay, let me just not delete this resistance. Okay, I show you what I'm looking out for. Okay, so basically, I'm looking out for this candle to break above this first level of resistance first. Okay, if it breaks out above this first level of resistance, okay, so assuming that it closes like this, okay, let's make this green color. Okay, so assuming it breaks out like this, okay, again, I don't know when will this happen, okay, but assuming that this happens, okay, what will happen is that you can actually see that this forms a what? This forms a support, okay, that breaks through two resistance. There's a resistance one, okay. Above here, this is another resistance. Okay, so ideally, okay, so I just put here R1, okay, then I put here R2, okay. So R2, okay. So ideally, all right, ideally, price breaks above these two resistance. Okay, even better if it breaks through this resistance R3. Okay, so that means if price goes like that, even better. Okay, so this is a confirmation that price wants to push up because there is strong buyers that come in. So what we do when price goes up, we don't just anyhow enter still. Okay, we want to also continue to wait. Wait for what? Wait for a pullback because you don't want to buy high. Okay, it's suicide if you were to buy high. So we wait for what? We wait for price to come down to the support area. So around here. Okay, let me change the color of this. Let's make this. Okay, I make it blue color. Okay, so to avoid confusion. Okay, so this is our entry area. If price comes back down to the support, then we buy. Okay, now if this doesn't happen, okay, so this scenario one. Okay, everyone type in the chat scenario one. Okay, now if this doesn't happen, what may potentially happen? If this doesn't happen, scenario two, scenario two is that price may end up respecting and then continue making its way down. So if it makes its way down, let's just say it close the rate here, right? Then it's a good thing you didn't buy lah because you buy at the resistance, right? It's suicide lah because you don't know what's happening. Then you just anyhow, okay, let me try and buy. Then what happens? Suddenly price reverse go down, right? Then you end up losing money, which is not what we want. Okay, so we wait for things to work out first, right? So now if price decides to calm down instead, okay, of course this one may not take 1 hour, it may take a couple of hours, we don't know. Okay, but if price comes down, let's just say by the end of I don't know H1, H4, whatsoever, right? Okay, in this case, I'm looking at H1 for now, right? If it closes below this, okay, below here. So for example, okay, this one will be a resistance, okay, and then basically it closes below support one, S1, okay, and closes below S2, okay, forms a what? Forms a new support, NS. Okay, what happens is that now this area here becomes a sell area, right? So can mark here sell. Okay, if it closes below, this scenario two, okay, if it breaks below, okay, especially breaks through two supports, what we can do is that we can wait for price to come back here, okay, then we can focus on sell. So right now, is price going up or price going down? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Okay, let me know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Price is going up or going down? Or not sure? How you know going up? How you know going up? Break already, man. You haven't break also what? Right? So we don't know what's happening yet. You are guessing. If you say it's going up, did he show you that it's going up? No. Okay, there's no sign that it's going up yet. You can see. Can you see it's going up? If it's going up, it will break. It will continue to break up. Why is it showing that it's rejecting and going down? So we don't know, right? So we don't know. Then what we do? We wait. All right, we don't know. We wait. Biju say waiting for FOMC. Okay. So another thing you can do also is you can also go and check and see, right, what is the news that's happening. So today, okay, there is no news now. Okay, I already checked earlier, but if you guys don't know, basically you can come over here, okay, to Forex Factory. You can actually go and see what is the news that is coming. Okay, so today now, Wednesday don't have news, but later, 8 8 of May 8 of May at 2 a.m. there's going to be news. Okay, what is the news? This is the FOMC statement, press conference. You guys can see, right? Okay, FOMC press conference at 2:30 and FOMC statement at 2 o'clock. So, all right, I'm not sure what's the outcome of it. Again, I'm not going to be staying up at 2 a.m. to go and trade this, but after the news, okay, then it will probably have a more clearer direction of what's happening. All right, if price wants to go up, okay, at 2 a.m. possibly there's going to be a big movement that's happening then. Okay, but if until now price is sideways, okay, until 2 a.m. then so be it. We don't want to force a trade just because now it's live trade. See, now it's live trade. We need to go and enter. No, okay, we protect our money. Okay, it's more important to protect your capital. Everyone type in the chat, protect your capital. Okay, Cindy say, what is FOMC? Okay, I remember that I can actually click on the comments. That's the reason why we try to use StreamYard. You can actually click on the comments. So what is FOMC? Okay, FOMC basically this is this is okay, if you ask me, I call it the Festival of Margin Call. Okay, Festival of Margin Call. Okay, but if you want to know what's the actual meaning of it, FOMC basically is the Federal Open Market Committee. So this one is usually where the market, what do you call that? Where the, hang on, let me just show you guys what I'm seeing. Give me a second. Let me share my screen. Basically, yeah, here. Okay. All right. So it's called the Federal of Open Market Committee. This is basically where the Jerome Powell, all right, which is the chairperson, right, of the FOMC, of the Federal Reserve, of the Federal Reserve, he will actually give a statement, right, on what is the decision. Usually the talks will be about whether to increase the interest rate or not, right? So this is what is happening, okay? So you can actually go and see the more details about what is FOMC, when is it happening, all those kind of things. You can actually click on this link, right? Just go and Google it. You can actually see that they actually do have a few meetings, right, that are coming up, okay? Yeah, there you can see. Yeah, FOMC May 6 to 7. This is US timing. Of course, if you convert it to Asian timing, I would say Malaysia or Singapore timing, it will be around 2 a.m. Okay, so you can actually see. So you will notice that actually almost every month there's going to be this FOMC, right? And this is actually very important because it will actually determine what is going to happen with the interest rate in the US, right? Whether they want to increase it, whether they want to reduce it, so on and so forth. All right. So when this important news happens, there's going to be big movement. Okay. Yeah. All right. Understand? Okay, can. Okay, great. Okay, good. You guys learning something so far? Is this valuable for you? Let me know in the chat. Is it valuable? Valuable or not, guys? Okay. So until now, nothing. There's no clear confirmation. Yeah, price is just moving sideways. Okay, sideways. So we just wait. Okay, so now, meanwhile, while we wait, okay, I already give you guys two scenario. S1 scenario 1, S2 for scenario 2. Okay, buy or sell. So we don't know what's gonna happen. We just wait and see. Before we decide. Okay, so you can actually, let me just go and delete all this first. Okay, so meanwhile, let me actually also take this time to see whether we can actually do some analysis, okay, for other pairs, okay, while waiting for that to happen. Okay, Okay, so let me just mark this resistance first. I'll mark it as black color. So we know, okay, this is the resistance that we want to break. If it wants to go up, at least you need to break through this resistance first. Okay, this one is H1. Okay, now, okay, so actually what I've done is that I've also, Jeremy Powell always talking about interest rate. Yes, valuable. Okay, I don't think his name is called Jeremy Powell. I think his name is called Jerome Powell. Okay, but anyway, regardless, okay. So I've actually asked my, okay, hang on, let me share my screen again. I've actually asked some of the students in my premium group, okay, whether they actually have uh any analysis that they want done. So actually I give priority to them because I actually ask them this question, right? So so Robert say us can help to analyze Bitcoin and Tesla. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Let me just write down first Tesla, and I just write down in the notepad somewhere. Okay, so I don't forget. Okay, so Tesla, BTC. Okay, what else? Stocks. So stocks say Nvidia and also Google. Okay, so let me just write down in the notepad. Nvidia and Google. And then this one actually give quite a lot of pairs as well. GBP, JPY, Euro USD, and CAD USD. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down as well. And we can go and analyze them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 pairs, right, to actually analyze. Okay, let's see how some of them did. So BJ actually made some money. This one made how much? This one made about $122. This one MC here have been hitting 550 for one day, and then second, third day, 1K each. Okay, not bad. 1K each. Let's see. This one made about $87. This one they did GBP, JPY. So for some of you may ask me, can this be also done right on currency as well, right? So that's why to show you, actually we actually have been also trading some currency as well. You can see this GBP, JPY. Recently I actually gave a trade on GBP, JPY. Let me see. Here you go. Right, so GBP, JPY did 60 pips yesterday. This was just yesterday, right? Yesterday, 1:1 risk to reward. Okay, so yes, it can also be applied for stocks. It can also be applied for currency as well, right? Even for Bitcoin as well. Okay, so let's have a look and see what is happening with the pairs. Let me share my screen. Okay, great. Yeah, no movement yet. Okay, so let's start off with some pairs first. Okay, so let's look at GBP, JPY again, since that was requested. Okay. Okay, so this one was yesterday's one. Okay, so let me share with you. Okay, why did I give buy yesterday? Okay, very simple. If you actually look at this, okay, you can see very clearly this on H4. You can see very clearly this is a what? This is a support. Okay, support that breaks through resistance 1. Okay, resistance 2, and resistance 3, and even resistance 4. 4. All right, so it forms a new resistance at the top here. Okay, what do we do when price comes back to the support? What do we do, guys? Anyone of you can tell me? What do we do when price comes back to the support? Any idea? What do we do when price comes back to the support? We buy lah. Okay, great. So this is the reason why I gave buy over here. Okay, so as you can see, this was yesterday's trade. Took profit about here 60 pips, and then what happened? Price actually, after we took profit, price actually reversed lah. Okay, went back down to the buy area again. But what happened is that the buy area didn't break. right? You can see that the buy area is still intact. SL is here, buy area is still intact, right? So price rejected from this area now and now going up. Okay, so yeah, but never mind. Okay, let's have a look and see. So if you ask me what's going to happen, okay, I think that importantly we want to wait for this H4 to close. Okay, this is closing in 3 minutes. Okay, so now if H4 close above this level here, okay, this is, I consider this as a roadblock, right? H4 roadblock, so it's pretty strong. Okay, if H4 closes above, okay, this roadblock here, I foresee that it may continue going up, go up until where, at least until here. All right, this is what I see for GBP JPY. All right, if you look at the, so this is for H4. Okay, let's look at bigger perspective. Let's look at from daily. Yeah, see, daily also I still think that it have potential to go up. At least also go up, okay, because you rejected here. So at least also probably go up until the new resistance area here. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, so now there's about 3 minutes more before it close, so you can actually wait and see lah. Okay, now if it closes above, what you can do is that again we can use back the same concept, okay, whereby we try and look for a buy. All right, so what's going to happen? Let's just say if price close above, okay, let's see. This one is, okay, let's just assume price close at over here lah. Okay, price close over here. Okay, let's make this green. Okay, the price close above here, what's going to happen? This is a support. Okay, so support. Okay, that breaks through resistance 1, R1. Okay, this is resistance 2, R2. Okay, forming a new resistance here, new R. All right, so it must close, ideally it close above this this week lah. Okay, if it doesn't close above this week, then it may still not be as strong. Okay, so I want it to ideally close above this week. Okay, so that it forms a very clear breakout. So what happened when price come back down into this area here? Okay, then you just buy lah. Okay, so this is for GBP JPY. All right, so let's go and see what's the other pair. Okay, so I just mark here as again, this one is if it close above lah. Okay, if it doesn't close above, then the buy is not valid. Okay, the caveat here is that it must close above. Currently 1 more minute before it close. Okay, so you just see how. Okay, now let's look at Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD, we actually have this one here, Euro USD. If I were to look at Euro USD, let's see. Okay, so I start with the bigger time frame. Okay, wait, delete all this, too many things. You rejected the weekly sell area. I mean the weekly here, there's a weekly resistance here. Okay, so right. Okay, so right, what I do is that again now it's like sideways. Okay, if I want to buy, okay, I will buy only at the support here lah. Okay, I want to be safe. So I prefer to buy at the support. Okay, if you see Euro USD here, okay, there's a very clear, can you guys see? Okay, there's a very clear what? There's a very clear support. There's a support, right? Support that breaks through to resistance. Resistance 1, okay, resistance 2. Okay, actually breaks through 3 lah. Okay, resistance 3 as well. Okay, R3. Okay, so basically you form a new resistance here. Okay, so what's going to happen is that if price comes back down to this area, and then I will look to buy. Okay, now I don't know what's happening. Now it's like sideways also. So it's like, does it go up or does it come down? Okay, if it comes down, then maybe you can look at area to sell until here, right? If it comes down. So for example, if it becomes like this, right? So for example, this is red. Let's make this red. Okay, so if it breaks to the downside, okay, then here will actually form a resistance, breakthrough, support 1, breakthrough, support 2, wait, support 2, Okay, form a new support. Okay, so what happened when price goes back into the zone here? Okay, then we look to sell lah. Okay, over here we look to sell. But now, has it happened yet? What you guys say? Has it happened yet? Nothing happened yet. So we don't know what's happening here. Okay, so if we don't know, then we don't make any assumptions until it actually happened. Then only, right, we sell or buy accordingly. Okay. See over here, right? Actually, possibly if you want to try to catch a buy, actually I see maybe you can consider buy here also, because there's a slight breakout here lah. So you can see right here there is a S breakthrough R1, breakthrough R2. Okay, this one close above, so this one is a new R. Okay, so actually here also can consider to catch a buy lah. Price come here, yeah, can potentially go up. Okay, so you can try and wait and see lah if it goes down. Okay, so this is Euro USD. Okay, so far what you guys think? Okay or not? Are you guys learning something so far? As I go through the charts, right, you guys can see what's happening so far. Can or not? Is it clear? Can I understand so far? Cannot. Good. Okay. So this part here, Euro USD. Okay, I don't usually trade much currency lah. Okay, because I feel currency a bit slow. Okay, now let's go to next one, which is CAD USD. Okay, CAD USD. This pair I never even trade before. CAD USD. You can see it's not even in my list here. CAD USD. If you talk about USD CAD, then okay, but CAD USD I never really trade before. Okay, but never mind. Since my student asked, then I will just put it in. Okay, so over here, CAD USD. I mean, if you want to potentially buy, maybe you can buy around here, right? Because again, here, can you guys see support? Okay, breakthrough resistance 1. Okay, breakthrough resistance 2. Okay, I put here R2, R1. Form a new resistance over here. New resistance. Okay, so here, okay, you come down here. Okay, you can potentially try to look for a buy lah around here. Okay. Yeah. And considering that it's still trying to make its way up until here. Right, see there's a clear high rate. So currently here, this weekly, right? You can see weekly actually broke above this area here. Right. So price break above. Yeah, break above here, come back down, retest, and then slowly go up lah. Okay. So I think CAD USD can go up. Okay, but yeah, I think it can go up. Okay, so since we talk about CAD USD, let's talk about USD CAD, the other way around. Okay, so CAD USD looks like CAD USD you can sell here lah. Same thing lah. Okay, just the other way around. Okay, so over here, basically resistance, break support. But then one more caveat that I have is, wait, give me a second first. Breakthrough 2 supports. Okay, form a new support at the bottom. New support. Okay, so over here you can potentially sell. Okay, but before I sell all these USD CAD, all those kind of things, one more thing I will do is that I will also look at the index first. I want to see what's happening, right, to the DXY. All right, so DXY is the US dollar index. Okay, currently what I see, okay, if I go bigger time frame, let's reset this. Okay, so it seems like it is playing around at this support and resistance. Okay, so it's basically like going up here, coming down here. Okay, so let's see whether it respect this support or not. If you respect the support, then it should hit up. Okay, so you want to pay attention. If you are trading anything related to US dollar, okay, then you want to also double check with the US dollar index. Okay, for example, you are trading gold, okay, XAU USD, okay, gold. Okay, so what does this mean is that if XAU or gold, okay, 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 if we look at USD first, because now we are looking at DXY, right? Okay, if you are looking at USD, okay, if USD go down, gold will go up. Okay, because it is the opposite, right? XAU against US dollar, right? So if US dollar go down, gold should go up, lah, right? So which is what is happening now, right? Gold is like, trying to make its way up because why US dollar is going down. Okay, so if you are trading, for example, USD, just now we were looking at what USD CAD, okay, UCAD, right? So here US dollar is going down, okay, then CAD is going up, right? So you can compare with it. So just now we were saying that US dollar going down, right? So which is the reason why we actually look for the sell over here. You see? So we not only look at the fundamental, but we also we not only look at the technical, but we also pair together with the fundamental as well, right? So we look to sell. If USD going down, then we look to sell. Okay. Good or not, guys? Clear or not? Okay, so let me see some other question. Julian, do you always look at the red bar for R1, R2, S1? So what you want to do is that you want to understand what the candlesticks actually, the movement of the candlestick, right? So if you actually have a look, right, you can see that, okay, so if I draw from here, okay, you can see, price actually went all the way down here, went all the way up, right? Went all the way down here, okay, then went all the way up, right? Went down, go up, go down again. Okay, see, right? So what is this? This is resistance, okay, breaking through support one, because why price came down and go up, right? So support, okay, price came down here, go up again, right? So support two, right? So it doesn't mean whether is it, I mean, I'm not just talking about red candle or whatever, okay? Ideally, you want to see the movement of the candlestick as well, right? Then that's where you know what is the candlestick actually trying to tell you. Okay, so I hope that answers LL's question. Gary asked not USD CAD. I mean, just now the student asked for CAD USD lah. So I go and check on that lah. Okay, but I also check on USD CAD as well, right? Let me see. What do you usually trade? So I normally trade gold, but recently I've been also looking at other stuff as well. Like recently, last 2 weeks especially, I've been looking at BTC. I was trying to trade BTC as well. So yeah, later we can go through BTC because there's one of the questions that people have also, right? Do you only trade higher time frame? Yes. Okay, I focus a lot more on higher time frame because higher time frame is stronger. Okay, and you know that if you use the smaller time frame, I used it for entry. I use it more for entry. How do you forecast where all the new all-time high for gold price? Very good question, Farid. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what I'm referring to, I actually have had I actually did do some like forecasting before lah. I'm not sure how many of you guys were you guys in the Telegram group when I actually did that before? Any of you? Okay, if you don't know what I'm referring to, okay, let me just give you guys a chance to join the Telegram. Basically, it's the free Telegram, a public Telegram. Basically, there's a link. There's a QR on top as well. You can actually go and click on it to join as well. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of what our dear friend was actually saying. Give me a second. Let me share my screen. If you are yet to join the Telegram, then you can actually do that. Give me a second. Okay. So there's the Telegram. Okay. Oh, I see this one my withdrawal. Okay. So anyway, recently we also went to orphanage. You can see that. Okay. So okay, let me just talk about talk a little bit about. Okay. By the way, since I actually came across, since I actually scroll past this message, okay, very important. If anyone by the name of Julian Yong PMU, DMU, most likely it's a scam, because I don't DM people one. Okay, so just pay attention, okay, because we have had people actually say that they have been messaged by Julian. Okay, guys, I don't PM people. Unless you are my student, okay. But if not, I don't go and PM you asking you for investment. Especially if Julian PM you asks you to actually invest in a crypto or whatever, guys, that is not me. Okay, I just make it tell you upfront first so that you guys don't fall into the trap. Okay, because there's a lot of scam that happen. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so let me see. Here. So this one I say I hinted that we are hitting for 3400, and you can see that price actually hit 3400, right? And this is before it happened, right? I always like predict the price before it happened, and sometimes it happens very quickly, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Okay, but this is, you see here, zoom, boom, past my prediction of 330. So this is before it happened, right? So some people say that, hey, if you go and look at the price, usually there is a previous price that you're looking at history, but now we're talking about all-time high. All right, all-time high usually a bit difficult to actually predict. Okay, so this is my secret strategy lah. Okay, if I won't be able to teach you guys now. Okay, I don't know, maybe I don't have a chance to teach you guys, but I will teach my premium group lah. Okay, so you can see here, these are the prediction that I actually do. Okay, so currently right now, okay, because gold hasn't hit all-time high yet. Okay, I actually told them what is the next price that gold will go to already lah. Okay, but then but I can't reveal my secret lah. Okay, this one is trade secret. Okay, trade secret. Okay, so yeah, let me see if there's any other question. Will it be easier to see trend line instead of candles? You mean are you talking about line chart, or are you talking about trend line? The different. Okay, you're talking about line chart. Okay, let's go and see. Of course, if you can see line chart, if you can use line chart, then yes, it's easier. Okay, you can see that. Okay, so this is the line chart, right? Let me go and delete this first. Can you guys see? It's actually easier to see lah. Okay, but then you also need to use both, because you want to actually see, right, whether it has been touched before, right? Because sometimes, a lot of the times, right, my trade is like touch and then go. It's like a week. So if you don't use the candlestick, then how do you know whether it has reached or not? You don't know, right? The line chart doesn't show you the wick, so you have to use both. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yes. So to answer your question, is it better to use line chart? If you are new, then yes, use line chart. Okay. What is NS? NS is new support. Okay, line chart. Okay. Any questions you have so far? Any questions? Currency time frame is H4. Yes, I use H4. I usually use more H4 for currency. Okay. Okay. So any questions about any pairs about this that you have? Let me know in the chat. Okay, I give you guys. Okay, so I give you guys now, those of you who are watching here, a chance to tell me some pairs that you want me to look at, since we are, we have some time now. Okay, tell me what pairs you want me to look at. I will just pick two from them. Okay, because I also need to go and analyze Tesla, Nvidia, Google, and also BTC. All right, so we don't have much time. I don't want to take too much time to analyze every pair that you guys tell me also. So you just share in the chat which one you want that I haven't gone through one. Okay, and then I will pick two. Okay, BTC I will do already. Okay, so anything other than that. Let me see. AUD, CAD. Okay. Okay, I do AUD, CAD. One more. Palante. Okay, I do Palante also. Okay, I do these two. Because I see a lot of people asking for Palante and also Palante and just now AUD, CAD. Okay. Let's do AUD, CAD first. Okay, again, AUD, CAD hardly even look at all this kind of pair one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so AUD CAD. Let's have a look for the bigger time frame first. Okay, wow. Wow, there seems to be a big drop here. Pop. Okay, AUD. Okay, let's go and see weekly. Okay, so seems okay, you see weekly seems like there is a big bearish kind of pop, right? Let me delete all this first. Okay, so it seems that there was a big bearish candle on 31st of March. Pom, drop down. Okay, so seems like we can look for more sells. Okay, if you are looking at this daily, you can see that the daily here, you see why you reject here. Okay, very simple, guys. Okay, why you reject here? Because over here is daily, by the way. Okay, over here, if I zoom in a little bit, I'm not sure whether you guys can see, this is a resistance. Okay, they break through support one. Okay, this is a green candle, by the way. It's a green, what do you call that? Doji. Okay, but even if you cannot see here, okay, let's just say we see. Okay, now we cannot. We have to take this because there's no others. Maybe here. This one lower a bit. Okay, here. This one is S2. S2. Okay. And this one is S3. Okay, so you can see at least I break through 2 or more supports. Okay, form a new support at the bottom. NS, new support at the bottom. All right. So then what happened? Price, we wait for price to come back here, then we sell. Right. So you can see that price already moved. Okay, this one is already moved. This one moved for about 48 pips already. Okay, so this is the main direction, sell. Okay, so currently, all right, you can see that price has already, okay, breakthrough, come down. Okay, now if you look at this, okay, is there any way for us to buy? Okay, if you look at this currently, this is a support. Okay, this is resistance one. Okay, then let me ask you guys. Oh shit. Wait, let me do it again. Okay, now let me ask you guys. Okay, resistance 2. Okay, now let me ask you guys, is this a valid buy or not? What do you guys think? What do you think? Is it a valid buy? Okay, let me know in the chat. Can this buy be valid or not? Let me know. Okay, no. A lot of you guys say no. Okay, very good. A lot of you are very smart. Why no? Why no? Cannot be. Farid say yes. Okay, Farid, you're the only one that say yes. Okay, but others say no. Okay, why no? Why no? Okay, no, so you must tell me why. Did not close above R2. Yes, correct. So you can see right here, okay, especially if you are you've been following me for some time, right? So you know that actually this is a new resistance, right? But the new resistance, okay, we want a solid close above. So we want it to be like this. Okay. We want it to be solid close. Now this is not solid close. This is what happened, right? This is a long wick. So I don't consider it as broken above resistance 2. Okay, it have to be a solid close above one. If not solid close above, then the NR actually is at the bottom here. So we don't want this. So this situation, okay, if you buy here, there is a chance that it may break. You can see that price is going down anyway already, right? It's going to break. Then you may say, hey, wow, Julian, your setup lousy, doesn't work. Guys, you are not seeing the correct thing. Okay. In fact, it didn't close above, so this setup is not valid. Right? Yeah, so we cannot do a buy over there. Okay. Understand? Okay. Over here. Okay, let's see. Over here. Okay, one more example for you guys. Okay, over here. Support. Okay. Breakthrough resistance 1. Okay. Breakthrough this one here, R2. Okay. Form a new resistance on top. Okay, let me ask you guys. This one here valid or not? Change color. This one here valid or not, guys? This one here valid or not, guys? Okay, some of you say no. Some of you say, let me see. Some of you say can. I don't know. Can means what? Value or not? Okay. R2 is lower than R1. Okay, actually R2 and R1 is around the same level lah. Okay, I would say, right? So it actually means that you only break through one resistance, right? So I consider this as not valid as well lah, right? So we don't even look to buy over here, right? Anyway, even if you buy, right, it's considered against the trend lah, because now you can see that it's supposed to be, right, bearish. So don't try to buy lah, don't try to fight against it lah. Okay, can okay. So let's have a look at what else just now we see BTC. Okay, we look at BTC first. BTC. Okay, BTC. Okay. Anyone of you invest in Bitcoin? Anyone of you invest in Bitcoin? Okay, I'm looking at the bigger time frame first. Okay, so this is currently the resistance. Okay, resistance have been tested. Where's the draw button? Wait a second. Let me try and find where is the brush. Okay, you see this is the resistance, right? So this is the all-time high lah. Okay, basically this has been tested 2 times already. Okay, now it's heading towards the resistance again, right? Question is that what will happen after that? If it breaks through the resistance again, okay, most likely is that price will fly even higher already. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. Okay, but of course it haven't even reached the resistance yet. Okay, but what you can see now is that price is trying to go up. Okay, so if you actually look at the daily, to be honest, if you ask me, I think that Bitcoin is pretty bullish lah. Okay, currently there is a daily resistance here. Okay, price is testing this resistance. Okay, now if it gets to break through this resistance, okay, then it will continue its way up. Okay, so let me mark this as a black color first. Okay, if it breaks through this resistance, okay, then next area of resistance for daily, I would say is around here lah. Okay, around here. Okay, so it will go up, break through here, go up here. Okay, if it breaks through here again, it will go up to this final level. Right, so there are a couple of resistance you need to break through lah. Actually here also consider, here also consider one more lah. Okay, here also another resistance. So actually there are a couple of resistance you need to break through, right, before you go up. But if you ask me, I totally think that this is quite bullish lah. Okay, so recently actually I entered in some buys over here. I show you guys. I entered in some buys over here. Let me explain to you. Okay, so you can see again, guys, same thing. I never changed the rule. Okay, same thing. Support, breakthrough resistance 1. This H4 by the way. Breakthrough resistance 2. Okay, form a new resistance. Okay, what do you do when price come back into this support area? What do you guys do? What should we do, guys? What should we do? Hello? We look to buy, right? Simple. So you can see here, okay? What happened? Price go up, okay? Didn't manage to break this, okay? Never mind. Try again, break, okay? Try to break over one time, but the support didn't get broken. You can see, never close below yet, okay? Support is still intact, okay? I would say until here, okay? It's still intact. It still didn't break through yet. Okay, what happened? After that, third time, okay? Boom, third time it fly. Right, so you can see right here, okay, it actually respect the support, and in the end it fly. This one when it fly, this one is actually today only. Today 4 o'clock fly. Right, 4 o'clock fly until the resistance area here. Okay, so if you actually entered the Bitcoin trade, Congratulations to you. All right. So now at H4 again, you can see that because of the breakout here, there is going to be another support, breakthrough resistance 1, breakthrough resistance 2, okay, form a new resistance. Form a new resistance. Okay, so then you want to buy, you just wait here lah. You just wait here to buy. Okay, can. I give you guys hint already. Don't say I never give you guys. Even if you didn't get to enter any live trade, but at least I give you guys some trade ideas already. Guys, is this valuable so far? Let me know in the chat. Is it valuable? Type in V if you think it's valuable, if it has been valuable. Okay, buy. Sell your house and buy. Okay, this one I never say one. Okay, I don't think it's wise for you to go sell your house to buy. Okay, you want to ask how do we identify which candle is the S? Basically, you go and see which is the support. Okay, you cannot see. You just go to the line chart. You can see, right? So this is the support. Right, you can put a bit lower also if you want, but then I usually it's actually valid until the first R. So normally I will do it like this, right? The body to the end of the candle. So until here, actually, which is quite big. The zone is quite big. Are there any confirmations to look for? Yeah, you can look at lower time frame. You can go and look for any candlestick confirmation. You can even go to a lower time frame to see whether there's SRR or also RSS, right? So even at M1, there's also SR and RSS one. All right, so I think same question with Farid. Okay, do you go to a lower time frame for confirmation? Of course, right? You always go to lower time frame. You can go to M1, stuff like that. Okay, can. Okay, let's quickly look at gold first. See what is the latest happening. Shit. Did it just go down? Did it go down yet? Okay, haven't go down yet. Okay, but see, currently it still haven't break. So what's gonna happen is that if you want to buy, okay, to be honest, if you ask me, I will only buy I'll only buy here if it comes down here. Because this one is a H4 support. I want to be safe lah. Okay, you ask me lah. Okay, I want to be safe. If I want to buy, I will buy at the H4 support. But currently, this one here haven't closed yet. Again, what we want to do is scenario 2, right? Remember, we will say that we want to wait for this to close. If this one close rate, for example, come here again, okay? If this one close rate, okay, then what happen is that, okay, especially close below two support, okay, then we can actually stand by to still do our sell over here. Okay, so because you will notice that this is a R, break S, form a new S. Okay, this is if it close below these two support. Okay, S1 and S2. Currently, has it formed yet? What do you guys think? Has it formed yet? Has it closed below yet? Has it closed below? Okay, still got 9 more seconds. Has it closed below? Has it closed below, guys? Hello? Not yet, Okay, no close. Okay, so no close, then we just wait lah. Okay, I see it didn't close below yet. Now this one candle, you need to wait until it close first. Because is it possible that suddenly, right, the price go down and then become like that? Is it possible suddenly price go down and then come out like that? Is it possible? If you form like this, you form this. You form this. Is it possible? Is it possible? Where's my brush? Okay, wait. I'm trying to look for the brush. Here, this one. Is it possible that you form this, guys? possible, right? So we don't guess, guys. We don't want any guesswork. We wait until candle confirm close, then only we go in for the sell. If you do like that, then it's not a strong sell. So that means price will continue to go upwards. Okay, so we don't want to guess one. Okay, we want to make sure that when we enter, okay, we enter for a reason. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, let me delete this, remove this. Okay, I can, guys. Okay, so now is 9:30. I need to quickly, you see, see, can you see? Price didn't break below, can you see? Suddenly it go back up. Okay, right? I already tell you guys, we need to only go in when there is a sure sign that it's going down. So now, if it doesn't do like this, then the sell is invalid, correct or not? Okay, understand? Okay, so I'm going to go through BTC now very quickly. Okay, wait, actually, sorry, just now I already went through BTC. BTC, I already tell you guys what's happening, right? So I buy over here. Then let's go through Tesla. Okay, Tesla. Usually for stocks, I will look at the daily lah. Okay, so you can see that this is a downtrend. Okay, and what happened currently is that it actually break above the trend line already, right? So break above the trend line. So chances are is that it should continue going up lah. Okay, so what you can see here is that there's actually a breakout here. Okay, so if you scroll down, I mean not scroll down, if you zoom in a little bit, you can actually see that, okay, there is a what? S, break R, break R. Right? Can you see, guys? Okay, from a new R. Okay, so then if price come here, okay, then you can consider to buy some more lah. If you are into trading Tesla, then you can buy some more lah. All right, because price already break out above the trend line. When it pull back, then you go and look to buy lah. Okay, so this for Tesla. Can not, guys? What is the name of the Forex trading platform? This is TradingView. This is not a Forex trading platform. Someone crying in my background. Yes, it's my son crying in the background. So my son is asking me to go and eat dinner already. Okay, how do you determine exact level to draw? This one is based on experience, but again, basically, I will just take the body, okay, until the support, until the end of the candle. Okay. Can give example of confirmation. Currently, there's no entry, so I can't give any I can't give any example of confirmation. You didn't enter anything, so how? Right? Yeah, baby calling, correct, exactly. Okay. I'm just gonna go through a bit quicker because I think my son is asking me to put him to sleep. Okay, so I'm just going to go through a bit quicker. Okay, so Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia seems like it's okay, let's see. Okay, if I draw trend line here, okay, you can also see that recently there's a lot of trend line breakouts lah. Okay, so I still think that it may have a chance of going up. Okay, however, okay, I need to tell you that there is a resistance over here. Okay, in order for it to go up, it must first break through this resistance first. Okay, if you break through this resistance, you will go to the next resistance here. Okay, so currently is reach the resistance, it is testing the resistance, right? Then you need to see, okay, whether it continue going up or not. If you go up, then yes, you will, then it's good, right? But if it respect the resistance, then it will go down to the support over here. Okay, very simple, right? But I think it should go up because again, can I break out already lah? Okay, this personally what I see lah. But again, I usually just trade based on what the market tell me. I don't guess. Okay, Google, GOOG. By the way, you guys know there's a difference between GOOG and GOOGL. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys know or not. Okay, so I just show you the difference. See, GOOG, this is Class C. Okay, 165.93. Okay, this is the current price. If you go to GOOGL, okay, it's different price. You see, 163.86. This is class A. Okay, so in case you guys didn't know, there's a difference between GOOG and GOOGL. Slightly different lah, as in the price lah. Okay, just telling you. FYI, in case you didn't know. Okay. Okay. So for Google. Okay. So again, for all these good stocks, right? I think it's most likely it's going up. Okay. So usually, right? Actually, the main thing you should have a look at, right, is SPY lah. Okay. You go and see how is the SPY looking like. Okay. So if I have to look at SPY, right? Okay. Currently, again, trend line breakout. Okay. So price should go up. Okay. But now it actually tests the resistance. So it may go down, retrace a bit, right? Before it come back up again. Okay. If it wants to go up, it has to break through this level of resistance first. Okay. Then only it will continue its way up higher to the next resistance. Okay, very simple. If you break out this resistance, okay, then you go to the next resistance. Okay. So if you ask me, trading is just all about this, identifying this support resistance level. If you can identify it, then easy for you. You can see all the resistance and the support I mark. It is actually very it respect either it respect the support resistance or you break through any. You see, right? This is a support. It break through all the way until here, right? And then went back up again. All right, why you stop here? This is a resistance. Okay, then price come back down here, go up here again, right? It play within this level, right, of support resistance until what? Until it break out. So over here you can see that it break out. Okay, then it went to the next level of resistance. Just like that, very simple only, guys. I don't know why people make trading like so complicated like that. What is this? How about class B? There's no, I don't see any class B lah. Is it Google class B? Google class B. I don't think there's class B for Google. Is there Google class B? I don't know. I don't think there's class B for Google. There's class C and class A only. That's what I know. I don't know what's class B. But that's a good question though. Let's see. Can you use magnet for precise level to draw? Yeah, you can use. Let's see. What else? How many pips do you take profit? I usually take, depends. But usually it's 50 to 100 pips. That's my usual. Okay. For gold, that's for gold. Okay. For others also, right? Even like for Bitcoin, I also just do 50 pips. Even for currency, so I do 50 pips. Okay, last one. Last one we have Palante. Okay, Palante. Any of you here have Palante? Any of you have Palante? Okay, so Palante currently, okay, yesterday it was at the all-time high, right, resistance. So what happened? Did it break through the resistance? It didn't break through the resistance. So what happened? If it didn't break through the resistance, you will go back down. Very simple. Okay, so if you go down, where does it go down until? Okay lah, then you try to find out where is the SRR lah. Okay, so over here, this is the, why is SR powerful, right? Basically, right, we are actually looking for the source of where it start to fly up. So we know that this is the source, right? We know that actually there's a lot of buy orders here, right? So that's why price will come back here and then before going up lah. That's the meaning of it, right? So what do? We just wait at the support here where there's a lot of buy orders, right? So wait for the price to push up. Okay, so that's the idea of it. Okay, let me just delete everything. Okay, so you can see right here, very simple, right? There's a support, breakthrough, resistance 1. Okay, breakthrough, resistance 2, R2. Okay, form a new resistance. Okay, so I will wait here to buy around here Okay, around this level Okay, again this zone is just a zone Okay, sometimes 3 pips before the zone it already fly. Okay, it's estimation area. Okay, cannot be like, not every time it's like chun that area. Okay, but it's around there. As long as it reach like nearby and fly, it's also considered as very accurate area because you know exactly where it is. All right, so you just roughly around that is already good enough. Okay, so if you ask me what's happening currently, again, is going to go down to the support. So where's the support? Actually, over here, there's also another, there's a resistance here, right? Resistance, what happened is that this resistance breakout, okay, it come down here, this one becomes support. So if you respect this support, okay, then it will go up here, back here. Okay. Right, can you guys see this is a resistance, right? Resistance, once the resistance break out of the resistance, when you come here, this resistance now will act as the support. So that's why you reject here. So we need to see what's happening. Can right? So yeah. Okay, but if you want to be safe, you buy at the lower support lah. Okay, can. Good. Good, guys. I don't know, order block. I don't know. Do you consider it as order block? I mean, there's people talking about order block, all those kind of things, but I don't know why it's order block. I just trade on the supply resistance, okay? Or supply demand area. Yeah, correct. You can consider it as supply demand. How do you decide if you want to hold a trade or take profit? If you want to be safe, you just set break even. There's as simple as that. If you want to hold a trade, make sure you set your break even. That's it. Okay, usually I will look at the next roadblock. If you break through the roadblock, then you can continue hold some more. But if you reject at the roadblock, then you just take a profit. Okay, can. How about your stop loss range, pips or account percentage? You just use 1% of your account size. That's the safest. Okay, can. Okay, guys, I think I already take more than enough time. Supposed to end at 9:30, but then today I ended slightly later, 9:45. Okay, so I think you guys already know what to do. Okay, I hope that this has been useful for you guys. Okay, currently you can see, has it broken? It's still sideways lah. Can you see? Yeah, nothing happened yet. So unfortunately, we cannot take a trade, right? Because it's sideways. How do I know whether going up or down? I don't want to guess. Okay, so I wait until there's a clear sign that it's breakout. Then only I will do the thing accordingly, right? But you guys just stay tuned now. If you break above, then you wait for it to come back here, then you buy lah. Okay, but as of now, unfortunately, no breakout yet. So I don't know when the breakout will happen. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it happened at 11 o'clock. Cannot be I wait here until 11 o'clock. Okay, maybe it happened only at 2 a.m. I don't want to be waiting here just for that to happen, right? Before we, live trade. Then I cannot eat dinner already. Okay, so that's why I have to set a stop time. Okay, 9:30. Then I just 9:30. Then end lah. Okay, understand lah, guys. All right, but since there is no trade, at least I go through the analysis with you guys. Okay, not just on gold, but also on other pairs, right? And also even on stocks as well. Okay, so hopefully this has been useful for you guys. Okay, what you guys think? Okay, maybe share with me, right? What is your takeaway? What do you guys learn from the sharing today? What you guys learn? Has it been useful, guys? What's your takeaway? What you guys learn? RSS. Okay, what else? Better idea of SRR. Okay, patience. Okay, very good. Patience very important. Okay. Also, guys, just a reminder, if you have also not yet joined the Telegram, all right, especially for those of you who are watching from outside. I don't know where you're from. Maybe you're watching from YouTube. Maybe you're watching from, I don't know, from Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Okay. This is the link again. Okay, you can join in. All right, this is the Telegram. Yeah, I hope to do more sessions like this as well, so that you guys get to learn as well. Okay, if got good trade, then we enter lah. No good trade, then at least you guys learn something lah. That's the important thing. Okay, no setup, no trade. Yeah, guys, hey, be patient lah. There's going to be a lot of opportunity one. Okay, so no confirmation, then you just chill lah. Can? Good ah. Okay, so join the link. I mean, join the Telegram if you have yet to join. All right, but regardless of what, okay, I hope to be able to do more sessions like this with you guys in the future. Okay, can ah. All right, fantastic. Okay, with that said, good night, guys. You guys already okay. By the way, I give you guys the analysis. If you guys profit, can you guys do something? Can you guys go and share in the what do you call that, in the Telegram? All right, share your screenshots, your profit screenshots. Okay, if you actually took the trades based on the analysis that I gave you guys, okay, go and share your profit. Okay, at least that shows you that shows me that at least you take action based on what I share. It's not that I share for what, right? I share, then you just like listen, but then you don't want to take action, you're scared. Then how do you know whether it will work or not? All right, so at least you go and try and see lah. Okay, if it hit SL, then you will know that, hey, actually, we are already buying at a very safe place. We are buying at the support already. If we really break through the support, we know that, hey, price want to go down already, right? If we break through the resistance, then you know that price really want to go up already, right? So we are actually doing it, entering at a safe area. Okay, can? All right, but at least what I can tell you is go and back test, go and try yourself. Okay, back test previous data so you know whether is it accurate or not. Okay, and yeah, don't be afraid to actually take trades. That's the important thing. Okay, so with that said, guys, see you guys. Good night.